Hey there everyone, and welcome to Bill's Retro Gaming Show. On today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the latest announcement from New Wave Toys. That's right, New Wave Toys have just unveiled the next in their Replicade line. And I'll tell you all about it right after this. Alright everyone, as always, thank you so much for tuning into this video. If this happens to be your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscription button. Click the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I put up a new video. Give this one a thumbs up and leave a comment below if you want to be part of the conversation. So the last Replicade that New Wave Toys announced was Golden Tee, and a lot of people were a little hesitant on it because it's such a newer game and something that we've seen a lot of companies release lately. Well, after that, Shiloh, the owner of New Wave Toys, promised that their next one would harken back to the good old days of the 80s, specifically 1983. And that got a lot of people thinking and speculating on what it could possibly be. Then, a few weeks ago, they released a teaser image, and the speculation ran rampant, with people assuming it was going to be Crystal Castles. Well, now we've got the official announcement from New Wave Toys. Is it Crystal Castles? I think you know the answer. That's right. Of course it's Crystal Castles. So many of us were so sure that that's what it was going to be based on the teaser image that they put out. And now we know for sure that that's what it is. And you can see here that the pre-orders are now live. They went into effect around 4 p.m. Eastern today, the 28th, as I'm shooting this video. And you can see there's a few different options here. You've got one that looks exactly like the arcade version. You've got one that's basically a field test version of the cabinet, and one that's going to come with a full-size trackball control panel, just like their Golden Tee did. But let's get in and get a closer look at what's on offer. So, of course, this is the New Wave Toys website. I will have a link in the description below so you can check this out for yourself, so you can take part in the pre-order if this is something that you want to pick up. Here's what they have to say. It says, looks, plays, and controls like Atari's original Crystal Castles arcade machine. Crystal Castles X Replicade is a fully playable 1/6 scale replica of the original upright Crystal Castles arcade, originally released in arcades by Atari in 1983. Approximately 4,880 upright units were manufactured, plus an estimated 5,000 cocktail tables, thus making Crystal Castles one of the most successful arcade games released in 1983. And now I want Replicade to make a cocktail table version of this. That's the one thing we haven't seen them do. How cool would it be for them to make a 1/6 scale cocktail table at some point in the future? Anyway, it continues. Check out all the classic cabinet details, including the iconic red trackball illumination sequence, gorgeous cabinet artwork, and replica cabinet accent lighting features. Now, this is something really cool with this. And again, one of the things that I always love about New Wave Toys is how they tend to go above and beyond when it comes to adding features or trying to replicate the arcade as closely as possible. You can see here, and again, this is in that 1/6 scale version, that tiny little trackball that it comes in. It says we've recreated the illumination sequence of Crystal Castle's iconic red glowing trackball in 1/6 scale. So you can see as the insert coin flashes up here, the trackball flashes to mimic. And I think that's a really cool feature, and it's really neat that they've been able to do that. Now, apparently, they're also going to have special signed versions of this cabinet as well. Now, you can't buy that separately, but you might get one randomly when you order it. It says all Crystal Castle pre-orders are eligible to receive a cab signed by Crystal Castle's designer, Franz Lanzinger. These super special edition cabs will be shipped out randomly when we process pre-orders for shipment. So if you pre-order, you're basically in the running to get one that's signed by the designer of Crystal Castles. So as we go through this, I will show off the version that comes with the real arcade trackball stick, but this is something that's really interesting, and I was hoping this would be the case. It says that the Crystal Castles X Replicade features HD TV connectivity and is fully compatible with both the Golden Tee Golf and Crystal Castles limited edition real arcade trackball sticks. Now again, the Golden Tee was the first one that they announced that would come with a full-sized trackball add-on that you could use with it, whether you're playing on the 1/6 scale or whether you plug it into a TV and play it on a bigger monitor. You'll be able to use a full-size trackball with it. And again, when we started speculating on this and being Crystal Castles, it was heavily hinted by Glenn Planamento of GRS that this would also come with a full-size trackball. GRS obviously very much involved in creating these trackball sticks for New Wave toys. So to know that it's compatible with the Golden Tee one is really cool. It means that you don't have to buy a full-size trackball again for this one if you've got the Golden Tee one on order, which I do. So if I decide to pick this up, it's going to be cool to test that out and see how it works. So quickly, I'll run down the features of what you can expect and what you can get from this. And a lot of this is what we've seen and come to expect from New Wave toys with their Replicates. That's not a bad thing. It's a good thing because a lot of this stuff they've really been able to perfect over the years. Obviously, you get the replica Crystal Castles arcade machine in 1/6 scale. Plays the original arcade ROM. Always good to know that. You get the illuminated trackball. I think this is the first time that we've ever seen an illuminated trackball in 1/6 scale. So that is a new feature for them for sure, and really cool add-on. Mini coins. Insert mini coins to add credits. We've seen that a lot lately. Their CRT FX 2.0 with reflection reduction tech. Again, another cool feature for the way that the monitor looks and feels like a CRT, even though it's an LCD monitor. Arcade operators menu with customizable dip switches and cabinet settings. Miniaturized control panel featuring mini trackball. Plug and play HD TV and USB controller connectivity optimized for the real arcade trackball sticks. Handcrafted cabinet from traditional materials, including wood, metal, plastic, illuminated marquee, and LED enhanced cabinet accents. Replicate signature, stereo audio reproduction with volume control and padlock prop. High resolution artwork, die-cast metal coin door with cash box, built-in high capacity rechargeable battery, premium IPS screen, 3:4:3 aspect ratio. Officially licensed by Incredible Technologies, 100-day warranty, so on and so forth, and of course fully licensed by Atari. But just taking a quick minute to look at this, I got to tell you, this is going to be a beautiful looking cab. Crystal Castles has always been one of my favorite games. I love it. It's a lot of fun. I have it on my Arcade 1-Up Atari Tempest. It's one of the ones that I really do enjoy playing on there. To see this fully realized, even in 1/6 scale, is gorgeous. I really do love the artwork on this. It's just going to be a beautiful, beautiful cab. I think this is going to be just as beautiful as their Food Fight one, which had a lot of crazy art on it as well. So, so if you're a fan of these smaller scale machines, this one is going to look beautiful in your mini arcade. So just a real quick look at the back of the cab. You can see the power here for on-off. You've got your volume rocker. Again, usual. We're used to seeing this. Stereo speakers on the back, which is interesting. A lot of times these are mono speakers, so this is going to have stereo speakers on it. You've got your 2 USB ports for plugging in some kind of external controller, whether it's that trackball one or something else that you might have. You've got your USB-C, which will be for charging, and HDMI for plugging this into a TV or external monitor. So they are actually going to offer this in 2 versions. You've got that one that I just showed you, which is what most of you are used to seeing if you ever saw a Crystal Castle in the arcade. But this one is the field test version. This was basically a prototype that they originally made. Maybe this got sent out to a handful of arcades, probably not too many made, just to test it out, to test the gameplay, to see if people liked it and whatever, before they settled on the final design that everybody knows and loves. Now, this is pretty plain compared to the original, but it's an interesting piece of history, and it's kind of neat to have if you like to, collect things different. Now, they did a similar thing with Missile Command, where they had the field test version of that. So this is going to be kind of cool to see this. The marquee you can see is very different from the one in the arcade. Of course, the artwork isn't there. It's just wood paneling on the sides. The shape and everything still is basically the same. Even though it's got kind of this waterfall design here, the graphics really don't go down into the front of the control panel like they do on the standard one. Again, just very simple, very plain looking, but interesting, again, for those of you who are arcade history buffs and like something a little different from just the standard arcade version. Now, of course, other than the artwork on this one, this is going to play exactly the same way as the standard one. So you're not missing any features, or they're not adding any features even to this. It's still going to have that illuminated trackball as well. All the other play features, everything else is going to be included with this one. It's just a matter of which one do you like the look of better? Do you like the arcade version? Do you like the field test edition version? Or, like some people do, are you going to pick up both? And of course, we got to take just a minute and talk about the real arcade trackball that this is going to come with if you buy that version. Now, of course, this is going to be the premium version of this Replicade. It's going to be the one that's going to cost the most money, because it's going to come not just with the Replicade, but with this full-size trackball control panel as well. So obviously it's the same Replicade, the same machine, so all those same features play into effect here. I'm just going to talk real quick about the Real Arcade trackball stick. It says, New Wave Toys, in collaboration with Atari and Glenn's Retro Show, are proud to present our Real Arcade Sticks Crystal Castle Edition, featuring the all-new GRS illuminated arcade trackball. This special bundle comes complete with Crystal Castle's Replicade bundled together with the Real Arcade trackball stick. Now, that's a neat feature, too. Again, this is going to have that same kind of light-up technology that they have in the mini one. It says, our all-new Real Arcade trackball stick bundled together with our most beautiful arcade machine replica to date, Crystal Castle's X Replicade. The robust arcade stick is built to last with heavy-duty wood construction combined with an illuminated GRS arcade trackball and authentic HAP arcade buttons with cherry micro switches. Featuring HDMI plug-and-play on your big screen and cable-free gameplay via a reliable 2.4 gigahertz wireless tech. So you can play this wired or wireless. Again, very similar to what they did with the Golden Tee, just themed after Crystal Castles. Our good friends at Glenn's Retro Show GRS developed the GRS Illuminated Arcade Trackball specifically for playing Crystal Castles, featuring a red color matched to the original Crystal Castles trackball, the LED illumination, larger 3-inch heavy-duty trackball with upgraded sensor, and premium smooth rolling ball bearings. GRS arcade quality without the arcade price. When you want the best, you go GRS. Now, as I wrap this up, I do want to talk about the price of each unit so you know what you're getting into. Of course, each of the main Replicades is going to retail for $199.99. Of course, you could get the bundle of the two for $389.99, or you could spend $349.99 to get the single one and the Real Arcade trackball. However, New Wave Toys always does specials whenever you pre-order, so the full retail price is not the price you pay during the pre-order. If you buy it during the pre-order time and you use the discount code CRYSTAL20, you're going to save on your order. So instead of it being $199.99, it's going to bring it down to $159.99, which is more in line with their other Replicades. And, of course, that same code can be used regardless of which option you go with. If you go with the bundle of the two Replicades, it'll bring it down to $312.99. And for the Replicade with full-size trackball, it brings it down to $279.99. But there you have it. That's the latest from New Wave Toys, their Crystal Castles Replicade. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you excited for this one? And if so, which version are you planning on picking up? Or is this one that you're looking to skip? Let me know. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, leave me a thumbs up, leave me those comments below. And of course, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and do that as well. I will see you guys on the next one. Take care and happy gaming.